And welcome, producers, to another episode of Universe. You're watching number 496. And it is here in New York City, Monday Night Raw. I am your host and your commentator, FRJ himself from FRJ Productions. What's going on, Charles? Now tonight, we have some pretty decent matches for you guys to enjoy, including a phenomenal rematch where Stannis, DaMannis, and AJ Styles go one-on-one. But that's later on tonight. Right now, Eric Bischoff has some important news to announce. Let's see what's about. Is SmackDown today? I intend to have SmackDown Live today. Let me see. I intend to have SmackDown Live today. I intended to have both, or all three, 205 Live, Raw, and SmackDown Live. So that way by, let me see, today's Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. So by tomorrow, be the last day of August, I can stream ECW, NXT, 205 Live, and just call it a day. Then we could just focus on the other big events to happen September. You know, we got a bunch of tournaments. So yeah, my plan is for SmackDown Live. I don't know if I'll end up doing it now, but I would like to try to get up there. Could you face the WWE Champion? Prove yourself. Let me see. I'm trying to remember if I booked him for a match already. If not, I'll give him to you. I'll see why not. But ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and please welcome your general manager here, Monday Night Raw. It's Eric Bischoff. Alright, everybody, so I know you've been waiting for the announcements for a couple of different things, like who will participate in the women's and the male's Best in the World Championship match at WrestleMania, who would fight for the Raw exclusive King of the Ring tournament, who would be participating in the Mae Young Classic. Well, don't worry, because all those answers are going to be fulfilled right here, right now. So start off participating in the Raw exclusive King of the Ring tournament. We have in mind for you all Austin Andrews, Bruce Mitchell, Dynamic Smith, The Chosen One, Marky Cruz, Menace of Decay, Michael Roberts, and Stannis DaMannis. As far as that Mae Young Classic goes, ladies and gentlemen, I can't help but introduce the team that will represent Raw in that Classic, that being the 6th seeded D-Generation X. But I'm not done there, guys, because also, for the male's Best in the World Championship, I couldn't think of anybody better, a couple of individuals for that matter, to participate in such a historic matchup as Bruce Mitchell and Michael Roberts in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Best in the World Championship match. Now, as far as the females' Women's WrestleMania Battle Royal for the Women's Best in the World Championship, two individuals come to mind, that being the two best we got, Bayley and Charlotte. Speaking of Bayley and Charlotte, they're going to have a championship match for the Raw Women's title right here to start off the night. Wow, quite a bit to go over from Eric Bischoff, as he just announced everybody who's going to be in the Raw King of the Ring tournament. Individuals who are going to be participating in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, who'll be fighting in the male and females Battle Royal Best in the World Championship matches. You know what? I gotta say, everything he just said was absolutely incredible. I like it. And plus, to start the night, we're gonna have a title match. Eric Bischoff, man, you're doing a good job today. I gotta give you that. I will definitely give you that. So, first match of the night, everybody, is going to be Charlotte and Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship. And Charlotte hasn't been champion in a while, but you know what? She could pull it off here tonight, and we'll just have to wait and see how that all unfolds. So, you know, these two are going to be fighting for the Women's Best in the World Championship at WrestleMania. 6 women Battle Royal, I believe it to be, at least for the time being. So, you know, I can't wait to see what that's going to be. I can't wait to see who's going to end up pulling it off. It should be good. shouldn't be a problem. Don't forget, guys, WrestleMania September 9th. That's 9/9/18. So before we begin the match, as these individuals make their way to the ring, you know, DX are going to represent Monday Night Raw in the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Good luck to them. Try to bring the trophy home if you could. Michael Roberts and Bruce Mitchell will fight for help fight for Raw's side, Best in the World Championship at Mania. Bruce looking to capture another world title to his resume. King of the Ring tournament looks pretty good. Like he just said, you know, Austin Andrews, Bruce Mitchell, Dynamic Smith, The Chosen One, Menace to Decay, Michael Roberts, Marky Cruz, and the Universal Champion, Stannis DaMannis. Like, whew, man, that's going to be I honestly don't know who to pick. Because I know Stannis, The Chosen One, Bruce, they got to be, and Michael, they got to be the top four. Just getting ready to go, man. I honestly can't pick one out of the four guys. You know, I could probably pick easily, but at the same time I don't want to, because I want to, because yeah, it's kind of tough. Because for my first two choices would be either my brother or the champion himself, Stannis, just because of how good he is. Third choice would be Bruce, just because, well, he's been pretty damn excellent as well. If you've seen what he's been going through for the past few, well, I guess months and maybe even argue year and a half. But yeah, man, they just been. I would say those are the favorites to win. Menace to Decay, he's a bit of a wild card. Mike Cruz, get to say he's a little bit of a wild card as well. Dynamic Smith, I mean, hey, that's a good tournament. Austin Andrews is the only guy that I look at and say he probably doesn't have a good chance to win the whole thing, but you never know. It could happen, though. It just could happen. Alright, for sure. So it is up. We'll get that as soon as possible. Hopefully we should be able to get it before SmackDown Live's up. Let's see. I forgot to ask, are you gonna stream Madden 19? I didn't plan on getting Madden 19 because I don't know, just not really interested in it that much, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to keep 18 for a while.
From the Queen City, introducing the champion from San Jose, California, the Raw Women's Champion,
and there's Bayley, Raw Women's Champion, ready to defend here tonight. Our first and maybe only, I think it is only, championship match of the show, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see. Well, I'm excited. Thanks, Jerix. What's up? What up, Bruce? Been a while. A little bit of a while, not too much of a while. What up, MCDP? And there you go, guys. Letting everybody know that it's time. It's title time. Letting the universe in attendance and the producers on the stream know that it is for the Raw Women's Championship. Let's see how it goes. Alright. And good luck. Well, to be honest with you, know what? If you're going to buy Madden 19, I highly, and I do mean highly recommend to wait until, November, Black Friday, because I got Madden 18 for like, let me see. You know, I'm a fan of Madden, I'll tell you that. I can play the game, not for hours on end, but if I got people that, sorry if you hear that's the chair messing like so squeaky, but I could play the game hours on end, sometimes, depending on who I can play with, depending on, who's online, whatever. But the only thing is this, I'm not going to pay full price for it, no matter what edition it is. I'll tell you this, the regular price standard edition, Bay comes out as $65 and some change. And if you wait for the $90 edition, which with tax is around $97 plus change, just wait till November and you can get it for $30 or less. Like, that's about it. Because last time around, I waited till November, or it was either November or around January for the New Year's deals. I got it for $20. I got the GOAT, the best edition, a $97 edition for $25. And I was like, okay, that'll work, so it didn't really matter. But I think it was before Christmas, so I think it was November for Black Friday sale, and I said I had to get it. So you're looking at what, August, September, October, November. You're looking at like 3 months, 3 to 5 months to get it for a third, less than third of the price. Like, come on, man. It's a no-brainer. Plus, there's no tax on the PlayStation Store. If it's $20, it's $20. If it's 25, it's 25. If it's 5, it's 5. Ain't gonna be no added up nonsense like that, you know. So there you go. But that's a good idea too. You should rent it. But if you're gonna buy it, wait. Just wait. Are you showing up tonight? Not that I've seen. And here comes Charlotte trying to, I don't know what Charlotte's trying to do there, but it didn't work out the way she wanted it to. And there's a nice clothesline. Well, I can't really say too nice because, well, she didn't really get too much of it. Well, I'm just going to rent it for a couple days and wait. Yep, just wait. It's not really, you know, Madden, NBA, and baseball aren't really that too much worth it. That's why I just wait, because it's usually this. Well, I guess wrestling kind of too, but sometimes they add new features, so it's like, okay, you need to buy it, or just new superstars, so that's another reason why you want to buy it. But you know, the regular sports games, yeah, it's the same thing, new characters and guys, but it's usually the same stuff over and over again. You want Dakota Kai in the game? She might be. Charlotte looking to put this match away early on. She's going to go for a moonsault. She's going to have to dive halfway across the ring. Oh, never mind. She's going for a diving elbow. Quick cover. We'll have a new champion. And we only get a 1 count. DaMannis is here. What up, Manus? Main event tonight. Don't you forget a phenomenal rematch between Stannis, the Universal Champion, and AJ Styles himself. 1-on-1. How you been doing on Raw? Pretty decent. This is going to be our last Raw because, yeah, we're going to be, after this Raw's, after the next Raw, which is this, and the next 205 Live, which I don't know, hopefully be by tomorrow, we'll be done with Universal Featured Mode, and we will be getting ready to move on to our last big events of the weekends of September 7th through the 9th, and just wait for WWE 2K18. Take a little, quite a bit of a break, but yeah, gonna take a little bit of a break. And I can't wait too, because you know Blackout and Beta gonna come out pretty soon. Exploder suplex into the turnbuckle. You know, Charlotte hit that moonsault, but it didn't do her well. Bayley could win it all here. She's looking for the diving elbow. She's really close, and she connects. Caught her. Elbow across the heart, and Charlotte's in trouble. She may lose out on an opportunity to be Raw Women's Champion. And it is not over yet. Kick out in the nick of time. But yeah, Bruce, I still have a little bit of difficulty finding your guy, but I'm going to do my very, very best to make sure I get him, and that's about all I could say about that right now. Because, yeah, I couldn't find him, so if you can re-upload him, that'll actually do me a huge justice. And nice Hurricane Rana. Charlotte did not like to be on the receiving end of that. I wish I could be in Mania. Lost the opportunity. Will we see a HOF for 18? I would like to. You know what? I think if we do the HOF for 18, then I will have to. What do you call it? I will have to probably make 2 different HOF scenes. You know, because one for what TNA/Impact and one for WWE, and it'll be. It might be at the end of September, early October, and I mean way early October before the game comes out type thing. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Because I need to get it out the way too. So probably after we're done streaming the universe and all that stuff, I would get some help and try to get things going. Hey, never knew you were live. Oh, yeah, started only 15 minutes ago. And we've had our first and only title match of this stream right now. Charlotte gonna try to put this match away right here. Lateral press. Will it be enough? Only 2. I was thinking 3, but it didn't happen that way. But yeah, so hoping to, well, not trying to hope to, but going to attempt and get that out the way for SmackDown Live, because I want to get the rest of the shows done for tomorrow, which would be ECW NXT 205 Live. So that way in September, it's full focus on everything else, like King of the Rings, Dusty Rhodes Classic. Now I don't know when the tournaments will start. It might be on the 2nd, because I might be busy on the 1st. I'll let you guys know by tomorrow if I'll be busy on the 1st. But if not, then we'll have the Desteros Classic start that day. So I will probably let you. Yeah, I should let you all know by tomorrow. I should be able to get that answer for you guys by tomorrow. And then yeah, we'll start the Classic on the 1st or the 2nd, and then the next following of days it will be the King of the Ring tournaments. And Bayley looking to go ahead and put this away right here. One more diving elbow drop. Will it connect here? It will! Right across the chest. Quick pin. Wasting no time. Still champion. And Bayley could be one more match away. One more historic opportunity away. From walking out of WrestleMania with 2 championships. Will it happen? We'll find out. Can you be in the King of the Ring? Yeah, actually, Eric Bischoff already announced you to be in the King of the Ring. You're gonna be the toughest guy to beat, I think. Top 4, you gotta be. Like I said before earlier, you are more than likely a top 4 guy to try and beat. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy whatsoever. So Bayley is still champion. She still got the title around her waist. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Are all these tournaments only for Raw? What do you mean by that? Like, you talking about the Mae Young Classic or the King of the Ring? Oh, you say both, so I guess you mean both. So Mae Young Classic are for actual tag teams split across brands, and the teams that have already submitted got up in there, and the other teams that have made requests and submissions, they are they've already had their qualifying matches, so now the 7th and 8th seeds are pretty much there and ready to go. Is the real deal in the King of the Ring? Yes, he is. So Charles, yeah, so basically Desteros Classic is one big tournament shared between all tag teams across all brands. King of the Rings are exclusive, so you got Raw, SmackDown Live, ECW, and NXT King of the Rings. The winners of each 4 exclusive King of the Ring tournaments will have a fatal 4-way to determine WWE King of the Ring. So, there's that. Well, it's going to be the day, brother. Stannis DaMannis is ready to go. I don't know yet. I have most of them, but because honestly, I haven't really cemented it. I have a couple ideas who I want in there, and then a couple ideas who I don't want in there. And then I'm just arguing with myself, like saying, okay, I want him, but then I don't want him. But then, he's going to have a match at Mania, but then this guy won't. I don't know, so I'm stuck. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Universal Champion. It's Stannis DaMannis. MCDP at first challenged me to a 25-minute Iron Man match at WrestleMania for my Universal Championship. Now, him being the Royal Rumble match winner and all that, it's his dream come true. He wants to be world champion, something he hasn't done yet.
Like that attitude.
But 25 minutes? I'm sorry, but I've been in my fair share of Iron Man matches, and trust me, I am not a fan of them. And I am especially not a fan of whooping somebody's ass for 25 minutes. So, me, MCDP, and Eric Bischoff, we went in the back. We negotiated like grown-ups, like businessmen, and we came up with a solution for each other and what should be a great main event, maybe the main event of all main events at WrestleMania X. And so I'm going to be here to announce it for each and every single one of you. In the main event of WrestleMania, I, Stannis DaMannis, will defend my Universal Championship against MCDP in a 2 out of 3 falls match. So that way, everybody gets their money's worth. They don't get to see Stannis DaMannis just win at WrestleMania, but they get to witness him win twice. MCDP, I hope you pack a lunch because you're going to be in for a long night. as I eat away at your soul and your spirits while I walk away with my title.
That just about sums it up there. I think we're all clear now. And we're going to see how it's all going to shake out.
2 out of 3 falls match. I like it. Now, 2 out of 3 falls matches, they don't tend to be as lopsided as, Iron Man matches tend to be. Although we've had some good 2 out of 3 falls matches, we've had some good Iron Man matches. But we've also had our fair share of lopsided Iron Man and 2 out of 3 falls matches. Like, the last time we seen a 2 out of 3 falls match was, well, last WrestleMania, where Brutus fought for, defended the Universal Championship against Braun Strowman. Swept him 2-0. And our last good 2 out of 3 falls match happened as Quest defended the title against The Rock. The Rock won the first fall, but it went all 3. Quest won 2 straight. So, you have your exciting comebacks. You have your exciting back and forth, like, okay, player 1 gets a win, player 2 gets a win, player 1 gets a win, or player 2 gets a win. It's couple of different combinations that could happen. But it just all depends on the outcome, the atmosphere, and if both guys get their mind right. So, hey, I'm a fan of 2 out of 3 fall matches because we get a chance to see the match last longer than what it usually could be, and for a main event, I think it's suitable. But up next, we got Kurt Hawkins and Marky Cruz singles action taking place. Let's see. Oh, so I could be in the King of the Ring tournament for SDL. That is correct. NXT, you already know Lee J is in there. Yeah, he's gonna probably want to be up in that thing.
Making his way to the ring from Queens, New York, weighing in at 223 pounds,
Kurt
Kurt Hawkins.
Kurt Hawkins looking to make everybody face the facts, especially Marky Cruz, when we return to Monday Night Raw. And we're back, everybody. Kurt Hawkins finally made his way to the ring. He got all dressed up and ready to go, took his shirt off, and got all patched. What up, Time Rage? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Right now we got Monday Night Raw. We've only had one match happen so far. Eric Bischoff had a couple announcements, and so did Stannis DaMannis.
Weighing in at 205 pounds, Ultimate Mark Fury.
So, Eric Bischoff announced that Michael Roberts and Bruce Mitchell will be in the Best in the World Championship match at Mania. Andre the Giant War Battle Royal. Plus, Bayley and Charlotte will fight for the Women's Best in the World Championship in the Women's WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. So that'll be cool. What else is there? So he announced the, King of the Ring bracket. That, let's see, Austin Andrews, Bruce Mitchell, Dynamic Smith, The Chosen One, Menace of the K, Michael Roberts, Marky Cruz, and Stannis DaMannis are going to be up in that thing. So that was, just about that. Stannis announced that 2 out of 3 falls match, main event of WrestleMania, will be pretty cool. So yeah, that's what is going to happen. FRJ, will the United Kingdom title ever go to the main brand? To be honest with you, I don't really know, because usually the WWE United Kingdom Championship has always been defended on NXT brands, whether it's been WWE NXT or United Kingdom NXT brands. I mean, still whatever, but it's always been there. So I kind of came up with the method. You know what? The United Kingdom titles, I like the title. It looks like it could have some prestige to it. It looks like it has potential. So for it to go on NXT was pretty good, but then they introduced the North American title, so now it's like, okay, well, now what's up with the United Kingdom? Will it be defended on the main brand? Because we've seen the Bruiserweight versus the Cruiserweights, and Enzo and Pete Dunne. So it's like, okay, no. Well, yeah, they fought, but the title's never defended there. It's always been on NXT related brands, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. I might have went to the main brand at one point, but at the time being, it looks like it's just going to be where it is right now. how can I join this universe mode? Well, we would have to have some open slots, which we kind of don't have at the moment, but we will for WWE 2K18. We're gonna have. I think we're gonna have a lot of slots. I have an idea of a lot of guys who will probably more than likely not return for WWE 2K19 because they probably they just moved on to different things that they like or are interested nowadays. But yeah, I mean, 2K19, we're going to have a lot of space there, and we're going to have a lot of different shows and brands, so that way not a lot of people can be stuck in one place, and we're going to have a different schedule so it meets better to what we're trying to do other than what we want to get done based off of depth, so yeah, we're going to have a couple different things there, plus 2K19 universe will be a little bit more loose rather than strict, although there was a couple of different places where we were loose at, but a couple of different places that were loose are going to be more strict rather than what they were to make it better, and then a couple of different places that are strict are going to be loosened up so that way it's a little bit more watchable, a little bit more interest drawn to it. Excuse me, if Lee J wasn't a champion in NXT, he would be on the main roster. He probably would. I could say probably him and Lucas by the SummerSlam shakeup. Yeah, they probably would have been there by now. But that didn't happen. They're still champions, so it's like, okay, we need champions. And we're going to have a count out? Yep, that's it. American Cruz takes a count out victory. Because if the UK title ever comes to the main brand, I want to go for it. Yeah, I think, I don't know, maybe one day it could go to the main brand, but it's not really something we thought about whatsoever. But you can't really never say never, because one day we might be say, you know what, why not, and just make it happen. Yeah, so yeah, 2K19, we're gonna have a lot of different, changes. Some for good, some for bad. Some might be liked, some might not, but you gotta make the sacrifices sometimes. Because we know that for sure, 205 Live, unfortunately, for a lot of people that did not want to have a return, is going to return. I thought it was going to get blown out. I thought it was going to be like 15-0, but it barely won to stay alive. But even though it's coming back, it's going to have a completely different schedule, because every time we did a full set of shows, Raw, SmackDown Live, ECW, NXT, then 205 Live, like, it's not going to be like that anymore. It's going to be completely different. So what I can give you guys an idea about for how 205 Live will be aired is like this. So like, let's say we do our regular showings and we got a pay-per-view to happen. Because usually before we had way too many shows happen to do and it was just a really long build-up, and I didn't really care for it the way it was. Well, it was at first because it was kind of good storytelling, but when the storytelling went down the gutter, it was like meaningless, bunch of wasted time. So, the build-ups are going to be shorter, which they've proven to be successful here. We've gone through faster the pay-per-views in months and bigger events, which I'm a big fan of. So probably only for one time we will actually decide to actually have a 3-week build-up, which is way more than long enough to do what we got to do. But that'll just be about maybe one time a year, that being WrestleMania. What we're going to do for this WrestleMania month, but unfortunately due to a lot of internet connection issues, it just didn't go out the way we favored it, so we had to kill time. But yeah, let's say like this, like, if we have a pay-per-view to happen for a specific time feature, then it'll be 2 weeks of shows and then we're done. But it'll be different though, because it'll have their own different schedules. So let's say, for an example, we're gonna go to a month of Royal Rumble, right? That's an easy example. January, month of the Royal Rumble, we're gonna have, the schedule will be like this. This will be for a monthly basis, not just for Royal Rumble season around or WrestleMania season or not just pay-per-views, a whole yearly universal calendar. But I'm just giving you an example for January just because it's an easy example to put out. Month of January, Royal Rumble's around, and a takeover. So, out the way, right out the bat, Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, done. Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, done. Now we just gotta wait to get the pay-per-views done by X amount of time. So by the time we have it, we'll be like, okay, we're good. We're done with WWE product. The next time we stream WWE product, it'll be an NXT pay-per-view or a WWE pay-per-view, shared brands, whatever. Now we can focus on ROH. ROH episode, 205 Live, pay-per-views, restart it, and then start it all over. And then ROH will have a little, because like ROH doesn't really have that many pay-per-views a year, so it'll kind of share and trade off of NXT of when they do their pay-per-views and different time frames. When 2K19 comes out, will you recreate everybody? No, I'm not going to recreate everybody. The only people that I'm going to recreate are, like, off the top of my head I could tell you, are you, Brutus, Lucas, myself, Markham himself. Let me see. Pretty much a lot of the guys that I have here that I personally customize, I will make again. So I personally customize your guy, Brutus's guy, Lucas, and, a couple of different people too. Killamule, Brown Pride, things like that. Those would be the people that I would recreate, and I wouldn't even air it. I wouldn't even live stream it. I would just make it off, and then I would be like, okay, this is your new guy. This is, same exact replica, moveset, entrance, things like that. Anything change, you let me know. Boom, because you probably would want something changed. Everybody will probably want something changed because there's going to be new movesets for 2K19, of course. And it's just that simple as it could get. After that's all said and done, then it's like, okay, after I got all the guys I want to bring back, all the guys I have to bring back because they're probably champions or whatever, now I can say, okay, this point on, it's only downloads and creations. I prefer downloading because it's snap of a finger. It's simple, it's instant, it's quick, and I can get started with the universe quicker. I can tell you this, the more downloads ratio to have to create superstars there is, it's gonna be a quicker way to start off universe. Last time I didn't expect that long. I expected maybe like 4 days and then that's it, but it ended up taking nearly 2 weeks because we had to make a lot more guys than I anticipated. But I don't think that'll be much of a difference this time around. So, that'll just be about that. I ain't getting 2K19 till late October. So, I never created Lee J, so I would probably live stream making Lee J, or Ross for that matter. Just because I never created him before and I don't know the ins and outs about him. But for Brutus, I know exactly how he was made. I know everything about him, so I could just do it in like literally 5 minutes. Stannis probably the same. Marco with the win. Lucas probably just as well. But I'm telling you, the people I make off stream, I'm gonna do in the instant because I know exactly. Bam, 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 bam. It's done. 5-minute creations. I'm only gonna have to probably make maybe 10 or 20 guys at the most. The rest would have to be live stream on creations and edit streams. But yeah, it would. I think we're gonna have a lot of creations. But Marco with the win here, he's going to be fighting for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania against Dynamic Smith one-on-one. Good luck to him. So late October, yeah, that's not too bad. Last time, I think you had a late November, which was quite a while, or was it early December? I can't remember. But yeah, this game's, it took you a while to get it going. So, I think are we at the midway point? We might be at the midway point. Okay, yeah, we are at the midway point because we had a championship match, we had a count-out victory, we had Marco with the win. And now we're going to have Josh Dynamite versus Kalisto. We're at the halfway point here, our 4th match of Monday Night Raw, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, last time I got it early December. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured, didn't really kind of figure, but I just knew it was late, so I just didn't remember if it was, I knew it was either late November or early December. I just didn't know which one it was. I knew it was around that late of the time. Because I remember the first time he said, "Oh, I'll probably get a Black Friday," and then I can't remember if he said, "Oh, I'm gonna probably get a Christmas." So that's the only reason why I remember it, because it was like, okay, November time-ish. But late October this time, I mean, that's around the ballpark.
Making his way to the ring from El Dorado, weighing in at 168 pounds, Josh Dynamite.
One-on-one action coming up here, guys, and I'm willing to bet this will be one we won't soon forget. Totally agree with Michael.
Alrighty, here comes Josh Dynamite, and he is a force to be reckoned with when he is on fire. I'll tell you one thing, this guy right here, he has a lot of damn wildness in him. He could do anything anytime. That's the scary part about him. Can you replace the Cloverleaf with the hold on, I'm trying to read that right. The Ushigoroshi? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm kind of tired right now, but yeah, I guess that wouldn't really be a problem. The Ushigoroshi, whatever. I don't even know what that is. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't know what the hell it is, but sounds like it could be a good maneuver. So we'll just see how well it does for you. I think I'm supposed to, you know what, everything I'm supposed to do, I'm going to probably do it before the Classic.
And his opponent, from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 170 pounds, Jalisco.
As we ready for singles action, Byron, what can you tell us about these two competitors? Well, I can say that both of these superstars come into this match incredibly hungry to prove their dominance here tonight. And as we all know, only one will walk away.
So yeah, we got everybody who's signed with the contract for Raw and SmackDown Live. They're gonna return there. NXT superstars, they're gonna go back there. Well, the guys that we have downloaded and created again will go go back to NXT where they are. Madden 19 is downloaded right now. Alright, good luck, man. Hopefully you have fun with it. And the only thing I'll say about this, though, Ring of Honor is going to come out for 2K18. I don't know when I will start the actual productions on ROH. It might be a little bit of a delay. It might not, depending on if we can get an arena for it ASAP. But when it does come out, I'll tell you this. I would recommend like this. When we get ROH, it's going to be on a bit of a delay because when we come back for 2K19, we're going to start it off with a draft. So I believe that's going to be our 500th episode. But yeah, it's going to be a draft where it's going to be pretty much, what's the best way to put it? SmackDown Live and Raw going head to head like that. And so, to me, I explained it before to a lot of the guys on ECW, because everybody that's on ECW, the last show is going to be tomorrow. At least I hope. But yeah, the last show is going to be tomorrow, and then after WrestleMania is done, everybody that's on the roster will be a free agent. So all the creator wrestlers that will come back for 2K19, as soon as they get their character either downloaded or created, they can say, okay, I'm a free agent, and I would like to go so-and-so. So they can either go to Raw, try to get a contract to Raw, try to get a contract to SmackDown Live, or try to get a contract to ROH. They're free to go wherever they please, and that wouldn't really be a problem whatsoever. And as far as like the NXT guys that come back, so let's say for an example, okay, we got Killer Malay back, we got Cody Wolf back, Brandon Collins, EOP, Jackie, Selena Silva, maybe Selena Silva. Just an examples, right? They come back, and I was like, okay, now that you guys are back, and now that you guys are back a part of NXT, you're going to get an option to stay in NXT and build your way up to go to the main roster, which is SmackDown Live or Raw, or you may leave and go to ROH. And there it is. Will champions still be champions in 2K19? Yes. Whoever are champions will be going into WWE 2K19 as champions. So basically, if you're whatever champion you are of Raw, you're going to be holding that title going into 19. Whatever champion of SmackDown Live, you're going to be having that title going into 19. NXT as well. If you have that title of NXT, you're going to be that champion going on into 19. Except for ECW, as you may know, because the last show will be tomorrow or whatever it may be. Because I'm thinking I'm going to have time to do it tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow, Friday. And if you're champion of ECW, the title will be retired with the brand, and that's it. So that's just about as all you can know. So yeah. All right, and I can tell you this: let's say this now. Let's say you're a champion of the WWE. Like let's say you're an NXT champion and you want to leave NXT, go to ROH. You will not be allowed to take the title with you due to the well-known fact that it is a property of the WWE. The only title that we have competing and defended on all brands that could leave and go to a different promotion, for this being ROH, is the Best in the World title. It's a third-party world championship, and it could leave. Like whoever's Best World Champion, if they want to leave WWE and take the title with them to ROH, if they get a contract and sign there, they're more than welcome to. That wouldn't be a problem, just because it's a third-party championship. But titles that are already affiliated with WWE, whether it's NXT's or a part of the Raw roster, SmackDown Live roster, it'll be vacated, and it'll be it'll be up for grabs for whenever it can be. And that's pretty much all you got to know about that for now. I'm just giving you future scenarios, because we might face a couple of those in the future. Who was the last real ECW? Well, in real life, it was Ezekiel Jackson. He defeated Christian in a tables match, I believe it was, or it was an Extreme Rules match. Either he put him through a table and won in a tables match, or he put him through a table in an Extreme Rules match and beat him 1-2-3, won the title, and that was it. And that was technically his first and only world championship, but they don't recognize the ECW title as a world title in WWE. But we do though, so we don't. Yeah, we just don't really care. Let's see, what up, Heaven? We'll find out who's the last ECW champion at WrestleMania, September 9th. That'll be our last Universe show. And yeah, that's just about that. Nice Hurricane Rana, followed by a standing moonsault. Kalisto has tremendous athleticism, but Josh Dynamite doesn't care about any of that. He's going to try to come in here and finish the job as soon as possible. Yeah, Ezekiel Jackson was one of my favorite. I was actually, at first I wasn't happy he won the ECW title. I thought it was dumb, because I wanted Christian to win. But later on, I became a fan of his. I was like, okay, he's the Intercontinental Champion, see what he could do. Didn't last long, and that kind of blew, but it was what it was, and I was hoping from that resurgence at some point. It never happened. It was whatever. He did good briefly on Lucha Underground. I haven't really checked up on him since, but I've seen season 1 of him. He's had a pretty good run, in my opinion, at least. And Josh, multiple strikes on the skull, going for the win. 1-2, and not enough. It looked like it was it. I was getting ready to call it in, but near fall kick out from Kalisto, not giving up just yet. There's a nice jawbreaker from the Luchador. Nice drop kick on the shin. And Josh able to counter that. Back elbows right on the right cheek. Going for a leaping cutter. Or not a leaping cutter, but a leaping neck breaker. Neck first into the canvas, and he drops his knee right on the forehead. I still can't believe I am main eventing WrestleMania for the first time in my career. Yeah, and honestly, I can tell you this. The last few times rookies, like technically, since you haven't been in for a full year yet, you would still be under the circumstances of rookie on the main roster. But we've had rookies main event WrestleMania. You're going to be the first to walk in with the World Championship. And near fall. because the first time Skull Crusher, he was the Royal Rumble match winner. He went to WrestleMania fighting for the Universal title against me in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I beat him. No, wait, never mind. Iron Man match, and I beat him 2-0. It was scheduled to be 20 minutes, but it only got narrowed down to 15, which sucked because I think it was a pretty good match for what it was worth. It just didn't have that much time on it. But yeah, he ended up losing the matchup. And the last man to do was Phoenix Girl Gandhi. Went in a triple threat match, lost, in which Dynamic Smith ultimately won the Best in the World title, won his first ever World Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. But like I said, you're going to be the third rookie to do it, but you're going to be walking in with the World Championship, and if you walk out with it, then you can be the first rookie to do so. And now Josh Dynamite looking to do something here, trying to get Kalisto on his feet, slowly, surely getting him up. Here we go, springboard, drop kick, caught him on the chest. See, yeah, man, you know how long it took Brutus to get to his first main event of WrestleMania? Took him a while. Took him about, I think, 5 universe years? 4 or 5 universe years, probably. It didn't take me that long. It took me like 2 or 3. No, was it 2? I think 2 universe years. No, wait a minute. Because the first one was Victor and Patrick. I think it took me 2 universe years to main event WrestleMania. Took my brother 3. See, I think it took Brutus about 4. Or it might have been 5, but I think it was 4. Here's the cover, and it's over. Kalisto with the upset over Josh Dynamite. So Alita Del Sol gets the job done for him. And we have a lot of great wrestlers today who have never main evented WrestleMania yet. That being, let's see, I could tell you two at the top of my head, being Bruce Mitchell and Quest. They have never main evented WrestleMania yet. I should add. As far as other guys I can think of, I can't think of any other guys right now on the top of my head.
Gonna feel the effects of this one for a while.
And there's Kalisto, guys, getting ready to celebrate. What up, Sherlock Holmes? How you doing? Right now, Kalisto took the win over Josh Dynamite. And yeah, that's just about it. Right now, I think this is our semi-main event coming up. No, that was the halfway point, so we got 3 more matches to go. Sawyer Fulton and Austin Andrews up next. Austin Andrews is going to be a part of the Raw King of the Ring tournament. And, based off of everything, I don't think he is the least likely to win. He has the worst chance of winning. I don't think he's going to do it. But, we've seen upsets in the past, so I'm not going to knock him out completely. I'm going to give him a shot. Statistically, he's not favored, and I can't go for him. Austin Andrews is the man formerly known as Chris Wolf, who is also formerly known as Hitman. So yeah, name change, in case you don't know who he is. But yeah, that's just about that. Imagine the Stannis DaMannis to walk in and out of WrestleMania World Champion. That'll be beautiful. But MCDP, in his mind, walking into the main event of WrestleMania and walking out with his first ever World Championship. That'll be a sight worth everything to him. Well, then he's trash, so you already know what to expect, basically. Based off his past matches that you've seen. We'll see how different he is compared to his past gimmicks.
And his opponent from the United States of America, weighing in at 200.
Alright, so who would you, so I'm guessing you would expect Stannis to win the main event. What do you think the scale will be? Do you think it will be a sweep, clean sweep 2-0, or do you think MCDP will at least get one victory in that match? This guy calls himself the Headhunter. I don't know why. I guess we're going to find out. I need to find out why they call him, or he calls himself the Headhunter. I know in the past, sure, with Coquina Clutch, But he's been done using that. Ever since then, I don't know what the hell would find him as a damn headhunter. Sawyer Fulton coming in early on, trying to do what he can to do what he's handle his business. So Ross, you're going to assume the main event is 2-0. And Charles, same thing. It's the main event 2-0. Damn. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I would be surprised if it happened, but I think MCDP is decent enough to get a victory. I don't know if it would happen though. If he gets it, it'll be because, at least in my opinion, that Stannis messes up. Now, I would tell you, MCDP winning, no offense MCDP, but if you win, I would be profoundly shocked. I would be speechless if you won that match and the Universal Championship. Like, you have no idea. I would be mind blown. Because, if you win 2-1, I'll be shocked. But if you sweep Stannis DaMannis, I'd just throw off the mic. I would throw off the mic and just say nothing. I would literally say nothing. I would be done. I would take the mic off, and that's it. I would be done with WrestleMania. That would be the biggest shocker in history. You probably win like 10 Slammies for that. Like, damn, man. I wouldn't know what to think of it. But if MCDP pulls out the victory, I would expect it to be 2-1. Stannis makes a fair share, maybe even a lot of mistakes, to lose that match. If he loses 2-1, I mean, that's my fair share of it. That's my expectations, losing 2-1. 2-0, Stannis is that good. That's believable. So it wouldn't surprise me. I like for him to put on a decent match. 2-0, I take it home for Scotland. At least Stannis is fighting someone his size. Yeah, they're about the same size. They're, don't have that much difference in weight. Maybe reach could be a different conversation, but, height and weights, they're about the same region. I don't know what the hell he's doing here. It's a running knee right on the temple. Austin Andrews may get ready to put this match away sooner rather than later. Let's see. First Scottish person to main event WrestleMania, Stannis. Yeah, I guess you could assume. Yeah, that's correct. I was going to say British for a second, but he's Irish. I forgot about that. But, yeah, Stannis could do just that. Austin Andrews with another running knee, this time on the chest. Looking to put it away. Sawyer Fulton can't kick out, and it's over. Austin Andrews gets a win here tonight on Monday Night Raw. I think I had a hair in my mouth. But yeah, Austin Andrews got a win on Sawyer Fulton. He's got to feel pretty happy about that. And Stannis, man, it's going to be something special, something unique. 2 out of 3 falls match. First man to get 2 wins in the contest will be declared the winner and Universal Champion, obviously. Plus, we got so much more to happen, too, with, Brutus defending the WWE Championship against Nick Silva. Fatal 4-way between Quest, Ethan Black, Adam Kennedy, and Braun Strowman. So, that's going to be something else. You can see Austin Andrews with that replay there, running knee right on the chest, and that was it.
Here is your winner,
Still not sure why he's called the headhunter, but I can tell you he got the win tonight, so he's got to be happy about that. He couldn't care less about that nickname on his pants. At least in my ideas, I don't think so. But that's just me. Semi-main event to come up next, and it is going to be Kane versus the Intercontinental Champion Dynamic Smith. And don't forget the main event between AJ Styles and Stannis DaMannis. That match will take place up next, but first, Kane and Dynamic. Let's see who wins this one. Okay, so let's see. SmackDown Live I plan to do today. Hopefully right now. I'm trying not to doze off, but I'm trying to stay awake, and I'm trying to do everything on my arsenal to just get it done. But at the same time, I don't know. ECW NXT 205 Live for sure early in the morning. Hopefully, resemblance of today, I will get that going. Am I gonna buy Fire Pro Wrestling? No. At first, when I first saw the trailer preview, when people talked about it, oh yeah, no, New Japan Pro Wrestling, they're bringing their own wrestling game out. I'm thinking, okay, New Japan Pro Wrestling trying to get in the gaming industry. I could dig that. And I'm thinking, you know, TNA, they made a game too. They had Kurt Angle and all that stuff, and it actually looked like, not like this, but SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 type of look to it. And so I got excited for them. I'm like, okay, we could see a little bit of New Japan, see what, how they operate things and what they do. But then I look at it, I'm like, okay, this looks more like a Super Mario game from 1980-ish, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I don't feel like I just don't feel like having interest in it, to be honest. I just don't. To me, I'm pretty sure it could be a good game depending on how you play it, depending on how you set it up and all that. But it just doesn't fit my cup of tea anymore. The only time I'm going to want to play a game like that is if I'm actually playing a Mario game from 1980. Teenage graphics look good for the time. Yeah, I agree with that. That's why I was like, okay, it looks like a WWE game. It looks like a good product. They only made that one, but it was still pretty good. What a party without a good brother? Not a party, ain't it? Welcome.
220 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, DaMannis.
Listen to this crowd, guys.
I don't see why not.
Fired up for this one.
Ay, ay, ay.
This match has instant classic.
RJ, it's only 12 p.m. for... Wait, what? For you, do you sleep late a lot? No, I slept early. What do you call it? 2 days ago. And then I slept for 14. I don't know how I did it, but I slept for 14 hours. I woke up like a champion. But I was pissed because it was 4. It was like 4 p.m. I'm like, damn, man. 4 p.m.? God. That's a lot of time. I don't want to sleep that. I don't ever want to sleep that late. And today I tried to sleep, but I didn't get that much because the dogs kept bothering and barking and growling, and I'm like, dude, whatever. So I had to stay up for a good portion. And yeah, I mean, I'm okay for a little bit of the time being because I don't know, I just have a little bit. So, you ever heard of them power naps? That's what I usually be having, and a lot. So I might end up getting a lot of that. So can I have a match SmackDown Live? Don't see why not. How many SmackDowns left into WrestleMania? 1. Only 1. That is going to be, because tomorrow, sorry, I need to sit down real quick. I need to get some more beverages as soon as the show ends so I can continue to roll. But, yeah, ECW, SmackDown Live, no wait, let me redo that. ECW, NXT 205 Live should be the last ones tomorrow. After that, tournaments on tournaments on tournaments. So, like, you'll have 5-parters. So let's see. Yeah, you'll have the Dusty Rhodes Classic, the King of the Ring 5-part tournaments, and then that'll be like what? Let me see. I'm trying to fix this headset, by the way, while I'm explaining to it. So Dusty Rhodes Classic 5-part King of the Ring tournaments. Although the 5th part will probably be squished. Yeah, should be squished in with the 4th part. On the same day, and then maybe a UFC or 2. I'm thinking 1, but we're gonna try to see if we can squeeze that in, and get that pay-per-view situated. UFC Never Back Down. Plan to have that September 7th. So pretty much not have to worry about any other shows. Get everything all set up and ready to go for Mania, and then get all the other things good to go for pay-per-views. If Fire Pro Wrestling had a price drop to, so if it dropped $15, like if it's 65, it dropped 15, so now it's like what, 40? Would I buy it? Would I buy Fire Pro Wrestling for $40? Or I guess in that case it'll be $50. No. If it was $15, would I buy it? Yeah, but I wouldn't buy it as soon as it dropped. I would, because right now I'm trying to pay off my Woo Edition and my Pro Edition. Now the Woo Edition is for WWE 2K18 and the Pro Edition is for Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I'm trying to get those paid off first, and then I would say, okay, I would buy FPW for $15. Why not? But that would be the last thing I pay off or buy, because I'm gonna try to get the other two out the way first. Let's see. I'm asking because you're tired, but try your best to stay awake. Yeah, it's just a little bit, you know. The only thing is this, it's getting hot. And that was just about it. But yeah, I mean, no, I feel okay. It's just that that power nap fist sounds beautiful. But I could stay awake. All I need to do is get a fan on me, because when I get hot and sweating, I tend to get... it's weird, because to me, I can't sleep when it's hot. But when I get hot and tired at the same time, it gets easier and easier. Like, I don't know, it's a weird ass thing. It's the weirdest phenomenon ever. So this SmackDown coming up is the last. Yes, until what do you call it? Until what, WrestleMania? I guess, or it'll be our last one for this. What do you call it? It'll be our last one for 19, I guess.
What we don't know is when the Demon will appear.
Can I face Brutus or a big name person? I'm trying to think, because I believe Charles might be set to fight Brutus already. Unless I can miraculously think who in the hell he's supposed to fight already. But yeah. What up, Aaron? How you doing, man? Been a little bit of a while, but how you doing, dude? Dynamic Smith in the semi-main event playing Leapfrog with Kane. Not sure if that's something he really wants to do, but that's what he's doing. I am streaming early. And for those who just tuned in, you missed 205 Live. It was streamed about an hour and a half ago. It should be uploaded on YouTube by now, or should be processed and now uploaded on YouTube by now, so you can catch that if you want. And you missed, everybody who just came in, like Toxic and Aaron, you missed the first 5 matches, so you're just in time to see the last bit of this one right here, Facebreaker. It's over. And now the main event's to come, so now you missed about 5.5 matches. Let's see, we will never see the FRJ Productions never do Fire Pro Wrestling. It's something I am not interested in doing. So, yeah. Hey, Ross, surprise. After Mania, I'm coming to SDL. Nice. Reason for retiring Ethan is because I might not buy 2K19. Damn. Well, I am very sorry to hear that, man. Is there any games we could expect you to see buy for the upcoming year before, well, either this year ends or upcoming year to happen?
Here is your winner,
And
Dynamic Smith.
Dynamic Smith, as you can see, is walking victorious around the ring. And will he walk out with the Intercontinental Championship? That is the only thing we have in mind. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Good luck to him. Marco is going to try to take that championship away from him. We'll see if he can be successful. Me too. I am definitely getting Black Ops 4. I'm going to play the beta. The day after WrestleMania, the beta comes out, so I'm going to be going on that. Time for the phenomenal rematch. Yes, indeed. AJ Styles and the Universal Champion one-on-one coming up next. Last time on Raw, it was AJ Styles who walked out victorious after he hit him with... Actually, I believe he won with a tap-out calf crusher, so Stannis knows what he's got to stay away from this time and, just keep his legs secured. He does not want to get caught in that calf crusher again. We've seen the phenomenal form, not effective. We've seen the Styles clash. Effective, but too close to the rope, so he kicked. No, wait, never mind. He wasn't close, so he kicked out. That's right. So the only thing that really had a problem was, well, calf crusher. This is going to be phenomenal. Toxic ROH will be a show in 2018. NXT superstars will have a chance to move, go ROH, or stay on NXT. Yeah, so they would have a chance to stay on NXT and then move up to the main roster, fight on Raw or SmackDown Live, or they could just say, you know what? I don't feel like waiting because I don't know when it can happen, or maybe it's just like, okay, maybe, yeah, I would want to one day, but now I'm going to take my chance to ROH. Blackout mode on Twitch. I plan on streaming Blackout mode on Twitch, try to build a following on there.
Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the
The phenomenal one, looking intense as he makes his way to the ring.
So yeah, a little bit more about that Twitch stuff. I'll probably let everybody know by the 10th, maybe. But yeah, I'll let everybody know by the 10th and have a link to the channel for Twitch, and that way, you know, you can see some gameplays and stuff like that of different various games. I think I'll move Fortnite there. I don't even plan on playing Fortnite that often either. I plan on to stop playing that. But you could see Mario streaming on there. He might find an interest in playing it. Me, not so much. I'm going to be focused on Blackout a lot, and I mean a lot. What, I don't even know. So yeah, does the beta come out for both consoles? No. Yes, the beta comes out for PlayStation on the 10th. PC and Xbox One come out on the 12th of September. And the full thing doesn't come out till October 12th.
weighing in at 367 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, stands as the Mantis.
Yeah, October 12th or 10th. Oh no, wait, it's either October 12th or 8th. I can't remember. I got. You know what? I'll double check right now because I can't wait to play the. There's gonna be 3 zombie maps. So me and Mule we're gonna go on Mob of the Dead because he remembers the entire thing on the East. Well, he says he will remember like a snap of a finger. Yeah, 2K18. Something's coming out October 5th. I can't remember what it is. So if it's the 12th, then it's the 8th for 9th for whatever. You know what? I'm gonna check right now. Give me 1 second. It won't be too long. Can I go to ROH in 2K19? If you're not assigned to a brand, I don't see why not. You know, you just got to get a little contract there first. Does the beta? Oh yeah, sorry, answer that one. Why have the PS4 beta early, then waiting 2 days for the other versions of the beta? Well, you know, PlayStation they pay a lot of money to Treyarch because they're not. I mean, they're not idiots. You know, like they know, like people like me. They know what good series is for the whole franchise of Call of Duty. Treyarch makes the only good, consistent zombies games for its franchise of Call of Duty. Everything else is just whatever. 5th October 5th, pre-order WT19, you get it, the game. Okay, so October 9th, okay, so yeah, October 5th is the game, that's what I figured. As far as the Call of Duty Black Ops 4, that might be October 8th then. So just only a few days later. I'm gonna check right here. I usually, yeah, hold on. There it is. Alright, so when I get a job and save all my money, I'm gonna get a PS4 unless you win the $1 million challenge and I enter giveaway. Yep. Man, I'm telling you, dude, honestly, it's gonna be a tough tournament. Beating AJ Styles, I already told y'all, that's gonna be a piece of cake. But the people in it, man, it's gonna be rough. I'm gonna be fighting for my life on that damn thing. I'm already knowing. But if I somehow pull it off, Like I said, man, I'll beat AJ Styles and Toxic. I'll get you a PlayStation, man. I'll get you some gold too. Why not? Get a lot of people some gold who can't really afford it or who just don't have the money to do it. Which is pretty much the same thing, so I don't know why I said it twice. Remember, I'm a little bit tired, so don't blame me. Alright, so, let me type it out right here. Black Ops 4. And I'll continue with the match. But, yeah, I'm just looking it up momentarily. The 12th, so, yeah. Oh, what? Wait a minute, I don't want this ending to count out. Count at 8, Styles, get it back in the ring. Come on. There you go. This looks like it is the 12th, huh? Nice. And now, Stannis, I don't know why he's headbutting the damn turnbuckle, but that's exactly what he's doing. That's kind of weird if you ask me. Uh-oh. And nice counter. He's got him up on the shoulder. AJ Styles, fireman's carry, neckbreaker right off the knee. And that could do it if he pins him, will he? No. What up, Demon King? How you doing? So I don't think there's a 40 early access. 1, 2, and near fall. Pre-order. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like you get it a couple days early. It looks like the same date as the standard. That's odd. Oh well. AJ Styles, phenomenal forearm, caught him. And that could do it. That could be it. And actually, you were booked and you missed your match earlier. Styles looking for the win over Stannis 2 weeks in a row. Not over yet. Which if you do the giveaway, I'm waiting WWE 2K18, but I'm determining whether I want Mortal Kombat X or Batman Arkham Knight, because I want both. We'll see what happens. Just depends when we get there. But yeah, it was a booked. What do you call it? He fought. I'm trying to remember who he fought. I think it was. Was it Sorry Fulton? No. It wasn't Kurt Hawkins. Damn, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Sorry Fulton. Yeah, it was Sorry Fulton actually. Are you going to be in the $1 million challenge? Yes, I will be. Because I'm going to be. Well, good luck to you, man. There's going to be a lot of tough competition out there, dude. It's going to be a tough time. Calf crusher locked in again. Oh, Stannis taps out 2 weeks in a row. And just like that, it is over, man. That sucks for the champion. MCDP's got to be in the back with a big grin on his face. And, yep, that ain't going to be a fun time for him. Good luck. See, Noah wants the new Spider-Man game. I don't really blame you. It looks pretty good. Which if I had a PlayStation 4, I could have entered the $1 million challenge and donated half the money to charity. Yeah, that would be a good way to spend some of that change. But yeah, are you in it? What, the $1 million challenge? And I don't know, you gotta buy the game and enter online, I guess, and start fighting in a big ass tournament. That's gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it, bro. I think I could, but at the same time, it's gonna be tough, man. I'm already thinking about the guys that I would have to fight already. Like, Chris Danger, Luigi, Red and White, Tony Pizza. Man, that's some tough competition. Plus, you got FAM probably in there. Those guys who do Universe as well. I forgot who they are. Damn, I can't remember their name, dude. I can't remember their name. It's like at the tip of my tongue, but I can't spit it out. But I'm going to have to go against them probably, and maybe I don't know if Xavier will gonna be. He might be in there. Up, up, down, down, right? If I somehow get through all those guys, AJ Styles, you AJ, I'm looking to you, man. You're gonna be a piece of cake. That's it. I'm gonna beat you down, take that Millie, and just be a happy camper. Well, good luck to you, Demon King. Gorm Perkins, yep, that's who they are. They're gonna be tough to beat, man. Well, I wish the best of luck to all those who enter with me. I'm gonna have a tough time, but I think I can win. I think I can. I just gotta train my ass off. But alright, guys, that's gonna be it for now. I will stream SmackDown Live, but I will do a little bit later today. Am I gonna try to eat right now? Probably try to eat right now. And we'll just leave it at that. So, guys, stay tuned for later on. We're gonna take a big break. And yeah, so today I'll plan on doing SmackDown Live, and then tomorrow around the same time frame like you seen today for ECW NXT 205 Live, last ones, and then that'll be it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all later today for SmackDown Live. Until later today for SmackDown Live, unless something comes up, then I don't know what to say, but yeah, plan today. SmackDown Live. You know what? Let's redo that. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see you all for SmackDown Live. Until SmackDown Live, have a great one. For now, cut, and that's a wrap.